So, hello Levi. First and foremost, I just want to say a massive thank you for joining me with in this interview for Magpie 24/7. So tomorrow, as you know, it's Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock. You face Newcastle United. First and foremost, it's a massive thing as a Geordie boy for 110%. But you're going there as a Bromley player. Although you're from Newcastle, you're a local lad. So, for those who haven't seen your video, how did you get to where you are today?
Obviously, it was like near the end of the year, and I thought, you know, I'm not really a TikTok guy, but I thought, let me just put a video and do a little inspiration for anyone out there, do you know what I mean? And I did it late. Obviously, on the video, you can see a few spelling mistakes and errors, but it's what it is. I think people knew what I was talking about. But yeah, so obviously, I was at Wolves and Boys Club when I was younger, and obviously I ended up leaving, and then I had a few trials and I ended up signing for Chesterfield, and I was there from youth team, and I managed to sign my first year pro when I was 17 in my second year, and yeah, obviously didn't end up getting a new contract, which was during the COVID season, I think. And obviously I went to a few teams, whatnot, and trials. I think I went to Middlesbrough. Obviously I was there for like 5-6 weeks, but didn't get in. And then obviously the season's already kicked off, and yeah, it's just like looking for teams, and it was quite hard. And unfortunately, I couldn't manage to find a team, so I just ended up managing working an office job. Because obviously, my mum said this is reality. You know, you gotta look around. Obviously, if football's not working out for you, and yeah, I just ended up doing that for a year. But obviously, due to me like being a footballer before, it's just like I can't just give up there. Do you know what I mean? I need to get back in the game somehow. And I think it was in the summer where I had an opportunity to go on trial for a few clubs in National North and South, and I was going around, and luckily enough I did well for Braintree on the trial, and I ended up signing there, and everything was going alright, and I was scoring a few goals, and then ended up moving to North, and obviously I didn't get offered a new contract. It's like kind of mutual, and in the summer I was looking for another team, and Maidstone came in for me, and obviously went there and started doing alright, and I was just scoring week in, week out, and ended up signing for Bromley, and yeah, we managed to get winning the playoffs, and got into League Two, and this is where I'm at right now, and yeah.
Absolutely, mate. I think it's been a fantastic journey, and obviously I just wanted to run down that because I saw your video, and it was really inspiring. To anyone who hasn't seen it, absolutely get over there. What's your TikTok called?
You know, man, like I said, I don't even know my TikTok.
Where can they find the video, Levi?
I think it's, like, obviously some people have reposted it. I think that's called Secret #1 or something, and then Free as well on Instagram.
Yeah, I did. I think that's where I saw it. You know, I think it was on the second one. Yeah. But yeah, it was a fantastic video. It's the reason I sort of got in touch with you, because it touched us, mate. I thought it was fantastic. You've already scored in the FA Cup. This time around, you scored a late equaliser, 3-3 it was. And obviously your team went on to win the game via an assist from you as well. So you come off the bench, you've been an absolute super sub, mate. You've got the 3-3, and then you provided an assist as well for your team to win the game 4-3. Now, my question to you here is, when you scored that header, did you think that would bring you home to Newcastle and give you this opportunity to play at St James's Park?
Nah. If you told me Newcastle, I'll just look at you and laugh. I didn't never, like a million years, I thought that was going to happen. Obviously, I think during a draw, I was in my car with my mate, and obviously, like, we seen Newcastle got pulled out, and he was like, oh yeah, Bromley's going to be next, and I was just looking at him like, bro, that's shot, man, that's not going to happen, and as soon as I think the ball was picked up, and I seen Bromley, I was like, no way, just like out of the car, just like looking at each other, just like buzzing.
Absolutely, I think it's a life-changing moment, isn't it? I think it's something that obviously yourself, if you're from Wallsend, you mentioned you play for Wallsend Boys Club, so to end up there, it must be a dream position, I feel like. Speaking of dream positions, Levi, it's a bit surreal to mention this to you, but you could face Fabian Shaw tomorrow. Where would he rank in terms of the best centre-backs you faced?
Obviously, if I was to come on and be #1 easily, Premier League footballer, never come across that, so probably be #1 easily.
Absolutely, that's great. Yeah, Champions League experience as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And he scored that screamer against PSG. What a goal that was. But yeah, so off the back of that coming on and to go against someone like Fabian Shaw, then what would it mean for you to score on Sunday?
Be crazy, man. Like I always said to myself, like I gotta play at St. James one day. I said I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I always kept on believing, saying one day, like just even if it's like half an hour, or how many minutes I can get, I'll just be happy. Like just step foot on the pitch.
I think it's fantastic, mate. It really, really is fantastic. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Go on.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
That's it. This is actually the first ever time Bromley faced Newcastle United as well.
Yeah.
So to be a part of history in that alone, you are on that team sheet, which is absolutely amazing for that first fixture in history. You know, you're going down in history. As well as Andy Woodman, your manager, father of Freddie Woodman, who is obviously an ex-Newcastle player, and I believe they had time coaching there as well. So, yeah, it's absolutely fantastic to have the connection between Bromley and Newcastle and for you to be a part of that history. So, yeah, special feeling for you, is it, Levi?
Yeah, of course, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Absolutely. A bit of a personal question now, mate. I just want to know something about you, Levi, in particular. Now, going through what you've went through to get where you are. Now, I know you are from an area I'm pretty much from as well, where it can be tricky sometimes. So, I just sort of want to know, who's your inspiration and why are they your inspiration?
Here's my inspiration. Probably say Drogba, you know. I always looked up to Drogba. Because I'm Ivorian, and obviously Drogba's is Ivorian as well. And obviously he used to play for Chelsea, and I used to love watching Chelsea when I was younger as well. And probably say I looked up to him as a footballer. So yeah.
That's it. And why was that you looked up to Didier Drogba? Because of the nationality connection, you say?
Of course, yeah, obviously that's where my family.
Anything to do with his game at all?
Yeah, obviously his shots, his hold up play, the goal he scored, it's like amazing. And like obviously in big games as well, winning the cups and stuff.
That's it, isn't he? He was clutch. He was absolutely clutch. Yeah, so off the back of that as well then, sort of advice. So Didier Drogba was your inspiration. Levi, you might be somebody else's. And I just want to sort of ask you, if you had to give some advice to a young lad or a young lass who's trying to go professional in football, what advice would you give them?
I'll just say, like, obviously it's hard to find a team these days, obviously. Just keep on going, do you know what I mean? Never give up. It's easier than said than done, but just gotta keep on believing. Obviously put the work in. And just keep on believing and going. That's all I can really give, really.
That's fantastic, mate. It really is class. And look, it's been a very quick sort of interview. I appreciate that. But you know, for those who aren't aware, you are currently in your hotel room. Is that right?
Yeah.
Are you near St James's Park? Or are you far?
No, we're in Gateshead right now.
In Gateshead, just over the bridge. Yeah, that's fantastic. Now, last question I've got for you, Levi, is tomorrow you're going to be around some of the brightest stars around Newcastle United. Whose shirt are you going to go for after the game?
That's a good question, and I haven't came around that yet. Depends, obviously, who's playing.